That's wonderful, wonderful. Who's that? Who's that by?
That is by me. It's an old church song.
Oh,
I did the arrangement and
that's
all of that.
wonderful. That's beautiful. So what we got coming up in the future, or you going
Uh,
abroad? Frankie gonna let you go to Paris with you this time? He needs you here. That's
well,
how I happened to meet you. He left you here. He was over in France.
right.
Left you here, and
Yeah, he's been working on that. He wants me to come over to Paris, but we are working on that. He has a anniversary coming up. We have an anniversary coming up on the 28th of May down at New Hope Church, New Hope Baptist Church in Pewsville, and it'll be 3 o'clock. So y'all come on out and hear us out there.
that would be wonderful. Yeah, we're looking forward to it. So thank you so much
Thank you, sir.
for coming back, and lots of luck on whatever
Okay.
you're gonna do.
Thank you. And you have a great day.
I hope so. Okay, we're moving right along. We very fortunate to have in the studio. You know, from time to time, I get an opportunity to go out and substitute, and meet all of the great teachers, meet some of the great students that are coming up, and it's just a wonderful thing to be able to get out in the community and do these particular things. I want to give a shout out to Mr. Johnson over at Woodrow Wilson High School, one of the great high schools, nationally ranked now, right?
Yes.
Woodrow Wilson, nationally ranked high school. And we were over there today substituting the band, and they shifted me from the band to the English for one period. And I didn't know I was in the English class. They were speaking everything but English over there. So it was a wonderful experience anyway. And uh, shout out to Reverend Bamberg, right?
Yes.
Reverend Bamberg is over there guarding the children, making certain that nobody comes into the school that's not authorized to be at the school. And I hope he's listening this morning. If he's not listening, please tell him that I gave him a shout out here on the radio. Reverend Bamberg and his great church. He's one of the up and coming ministers, and he's also the second vice president for the Portsmouth Democratic Club. And we had an opportunity to be together at the First Citizens program that they have for John Hatcher last month, which is one of the very great programs. They've been honoring outstanding individuals in the community since 1930. And during that time, only 3 Afro-Americans have been able to receive that award. And so we were just happy to be there celebrating with John Hatcher, who was one of my church members down in St. James Episcopal Church. I want to give a shout out to all my sisters and brothers down there, Mr. Williams, Mr. Nixon, Mr. and Mrs. Taylor. Hello, get on up from there. I know you're still sleeping on me. I told you that I was going to wake you up this morning, so put that radio beside your bed and get on up from there. And we're very fortunate at Wilson today. I met, it used to be the cook, it used to be the cooking class. So we were very fortunate in talking to her. And she has a wonderful program coming up. And she wanted me to announce it, but I said sometimes I get so many people want me to announce things, I get the announcements kind of confused. So I said, a lot of the troops don't get up in time to make reverence, so I said possibly one of the troops might not be here this morning, and you can come and talk about the great program that you are going to have. Invite our wonderful listening audience to come and be a part of this program and support the great cause. Mrs. Karen Roberts from Woodrow Wilson High School. I used to call it home economics, but we call it now
Well, actually, now it's nutrition and wellness.
nutrition and wellness. What a wonderful title. You keep us nutrition. You keep us eating, right?
I try to keep you eating healthy.
Let me tell you a story. I substituted one time over at Lake Taylor. Last time I substituted, they ran me out of there because the students, the Berkeley kids, were tough. I couldn't handle them. So we go to substitute for the nutrition class, which was based on home economics then. Every Friday the kids cook and eat. So I show up to substitute. The teacher didn't come that Friday. They gave me a fit, because most of them signed up for the class so they could eat. And they cooked all these wonderful things, Here I showed up substitute teacher. First time that she had missed, she could always come on Friday because kids look forward to eating. Y'all cook on Friday?
No.
Y'all don't cook. They don't eat anymore.
Sometimes they do, but not a lot.
Well, I'm surprised you got people in your class, but these classes at Lake Taylor were packed. I mean, the great big boys, the football players, you know, they love to eat. And they did learn how to cook, but they took this class and they gave me a fit. I haven't been back to Lake Taylor substitute since then. I sent Mr. Bird over there. You know Mr. Bird?
Yes, actually I do.
You ever see him at Wilson?
I've seen him at Wilson, and I used to see him at Crowd Middle.
You did?
Yes.
Did you know he was any good?
I knew he was.
You gonna stay and listen to him?
I don't know. We have
Okay,
to be
you got
at
this.
school.
Okay, yeah, you got to be there for the children. How many? You got first grade?
Yes, I do.
How many in your class?
20.
Okay, well listen, you got to cook when I come over there. And who's this lovely young lady you have with you?
This is Trinity Darden.
Miss Trinity, that's a beautiful name. Our producer, her name is Precious. She graduated, so I guess she's still celebrating. Velma from Good Times was going to come today. She went to the Derby to perform, and they had such a good time. She is still there because her daughter's going to graduate from Hampton Sunday. So she's not coming until Sunday. You know, that's what the Derby will do for you. You been to the Derby?
No.
Seen it on television?
No, I don't watch much television.
Oh, well, I can't say much. We have a world traveler here. Have you been to the Derby? Oh my goodness, we got to go. Well, what we're gonna do next year is we're gonna get Chase, Mr. Ed, and Chester. We're gonna form a Derby right here in our other studio, which I'll show some of you. We're gonna have our own Derby party. However, tell the listening audience and what a great program you got and something about the organization.
Serving in the capacity as the president of the Woodrow Key Club, I believe it is important that we do our part to give back to the community, which is, of course, the mission of the Key Club. In essence, it offers members opportunities to provide service, build character, and develop leadership. Our goal is to assist Kiwanis in carrying out the mission of service to the children, but any service project can be worthwhile cause. We have done several community service projects through our partner with Westmoreland Children and Youth Association, founded by Mr. Tyrone and Mrs. Pat Hines. Our service projects have included feeding the homeless, street cleaning, and doing a food drive. And later this month, we will do a community service event at Holiday House. We are always looking for community partners, and donations are always helpful as well. You can always call the school at 757-465-2907 and speak with Ms. Roberts if you have any questions on how to help our partner with us. Now I'm going to turn it back over to Ms. Roberts.
Thank you, Trinity. This coming Friday, in a joint venture with the Woodrow Wilson High School Key Club, which Trinity Darden is the president of, and the Woodrow Wilson High School Future Business Leaders of America, we're hosting a pre-Mother's Day gospel extravaganza. It's going to be at Judah Sanctuary, Church of God in Christ, located at 1419 County Street in the city of Portsmouth. It starts at 6 p.m. and is being hosted by Cletus Cassidy. We're going to start off with praise and worship, followed by praise dancers, comedy act, and various singing acts. The donation to the pre-Mother's Day Gospel Extravaganza is $10, and there will be door prizes, massages available, food, and we just want everyone to come out and have a great time. This event is to support the many activities that we're involved in through the school year and through the summer months, and keeping with the mission of Key Club, which is service to others.
Thank you. And we want all of our listeners to be certain to come out and support that great program. Do you have your menu? What's going to be on the menu?
Well, we're not having a formal sit-down dinner.
Right.
It's more like concessions where we're going to have nachos, hot dogs, maybe chips, candy. Just something quick for them to consume while they're
people
there
on the run, program. More or less.
Yes.
Yeah, you should get a lot of young people like that type of.
Hope so.
Mm-hmm.
Some older people do too. I like hot dogs.
Yes, so we're looking forward to that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we look forward to you coming. Anytime you have something coming up, just feel free to come. You did a much better job than I would have done because I was just ready to fly. Thank you so much.
Thank
Give
you.
Mr. Johnson and Mr. Batberg my regards.
I will.
Tell them I'm gonna talk bad about them because if they didn't get up this morning and listen to you, tell the students hello.
Okay.
I think I'll be there Thursday. Wednesday or Thursday.
All right. Take care.
Thank you so much. Doing wonderful things in the community, the Key Club, Woodrow Wilson High School. And we're going to move the band around town a little bit. We're going to go take the band over to Gin Care and let the band play and step for a little while. And we're over at Gin Care over there. Dr. Nelson takes good care of me. So I know he's up and ready, getting ready to take care of all the good mothers that he takes care of. They give care for the seniors, and he's my personal doctor, and he's taking very good care of me. I missed my last appointment, so please forgive me. Chester B's fault. He had the devil chasing me, so I just couldn't make the appointment. So I'm getting like him, missing appointments, being late, and everything. So I will be there this week, Dr. Nelson. So look forward to taking good care of me, keeping me healthy like you've been doing so far. Hello to the staff over there at Gin Care, and get on up from there if you're not at work now, because you're going to get penalized and docked. So get there, take care of all those mothers, and get them ready for Sunday for Mother's Day. Don't forget Sunday, take your mother over to the pavilion and catch the Temptations and the Four Tops. That's going to be a wonderful Mother's Day treat for your young people to take their mothers out to see this wonderful thing. There's so many great things going to be going on around the city, and we want you to take advantage of some of these things going on. And we also want to mention to you that see, we're in the process of getting another book fair going, so we need you to call me at 673-7773, 673-7773. We're going to have a combination of a book fair and an art show. And we want to just mention to you, a few months ago, Donald Trump spoke real bad about Mr. John Lewis, the great civil rights leader. And Mr. Lewis has a great book out called March Street. And every time Mr. Trump spoke bad about him, the book kept selling and selling. More people would go to the bookstore. Now the book has sold almost 1 million copies. So keep on talking bad about Mr. John Lewis, President Trump, because his book is continually selling. It has won 2 national awards, and hopefully we'll be able to get John here on the program because we're negotiating to bring him in, possibly for one of the NAACP programs. And speaking of the NAACP, on the 20th, we have the Lupus Walk. So we want you to come over to IC Northam High School and take advantage of being supporting the NAACP. We have our new program going. It's very strong. It's taking over across the country. It's called the WIN, and that stands for Women in the NAACP. And we're sponsoring the Lupus Walk, which is this money that we're raising money for charities to go to support this great cause. Mr. Board is our president. We will meet on the third Thursday at the American Legion at 6:30. So hopefully we see you there. Everybody's getting on board. We took on 150 new members last month. So hopefully this month we'll do 200. It's growing. Everybody wants to become part of the Portsmouth NAACP. We just recently returned from Zion Baptist Church. Every 5th Sunday I take them to a church we call it Freedom Sunday in Hampton Roads. Freedom Sunday. Ed Joyner, the NAACP and President Board. We take our NAACP Portsmouth branch to a great church every 5th Sunday. And we had the pleasure of being at Zion Baptist Church last Sunday. Hello, Reverend Turner. You did a great speech. And we just had a great program. We had all of our members, the older members, the senior members, and the young members. It was a great turnout. Everybody had on their Sunday go to meeting clothes, looking good. And Senator Lucas and her daughter was there. And the great thing about Sunday is, in addition to the NAACP coming for Freedom Sunday, Senator Lucas did a proclamation for the former treasurer of Portsmouth City. His name was Charles Whitehurst, and he was a great political activist. And on the next program, I'm going to read one of his poems. He was a great poet also. Um, and you're going to love this poem. And anyway, Mr. Whitehurst had done a lot of great things in the city of Portsmouth, and he was, during my time as the president of the NAACP, Mr. Whitehurst was the membership chairperson for life membership. And during that time, as the chairperson, we were the #1 membership for life in the entire country. And we won that award twice. One, it was called the Benjamin Hooks Award, which is a great award, and we were glad to get that award for all the NAACPs all over the country. And we being in a small city, we got that award 2 times. And Mr. Whitehurst was presenting a proclamation at the General Assembly, and Senator Lucas read this. Hope she'll be on with us sometime real soon. And she read the proclamation at the church. And we also had another great organization there with us called the Chums. And I want to shout out to the Chums. I know you're listening to me because I told you I was going to say hello to you. And I hadn't seen the Chums for years. I didn't know they were still around. And hello, Chums. And you look good Sunday. And we hope that you come maybe and be with us next 5th Sunday, which will be July the 30th. And we'll be at 4th Baptist. And Mr. Talton Manning is here. He overslept the last time. You think I forgot to get you. I woke him up this morning and he's here and he's going to do something beautiful. What have you been doing since the last time, Mr. Manning?
How you doing? Thank you for having me, man.
Got a band, huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I started a band about a year ago. Our name is Different Perspective. Right now we play a lot over on the other side of the water in Hampton. We're at the train station pretty often. I will be there back in June. And then we're also at the 88.1 Necking Working event probably once a month.
Where's that?
Wednesday. That's at the Crown Plaza in Hampton.
Oh, yeah.
With Jay Lane.
Jay's my friend.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Tell Jay, you know.
I sure will.
Following in his footsteps. You know, I'm just, you know, I used to do TV. I'm just getting in the radio kind of like, you know.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. He's actually given us the opportunity to play for Bob James on the 20th.
My goodness.
From 6:30 to 7:30, we'll be doing the VIP reception.
Yeah.
So that'll be at the Opera Hall.
I know. Well, you know, I booked Bob for many years. Bob he's not a youngster, you know.
Not at all. He is a legend. Yes,
he's a legend. He's been keyboard. What did he play?
He plays a lot, but yes, he's a keyboard.
Keyboard. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Man, this is wonderful. That's gonna, you know, get
Yeah.
him to record you, man. Take you with him.
We're gonna try.
He's gonna need a sax.
Hey, I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope he does need
Oh
one.
man, that's wonderful. I'm gonna try to make that. Harrison, you ever been to Harrison Opera House?
I haven't. That will be my first
Beautiful
time.
place.
Yeah.
Beautiful place. You're gonna love it, man. You're gonna love it.
I'm excited. Yeah.
And you know, get those other people lined up for me, you know, that I asked you about the trumpet and the trombone.
I sure
We
will.
haven't had a trombone player on yet.
I'll make sure he comes next time. I sure will.
Okay, what we're gonna do today?
I was just gonna play a little Mr. Magic.
Mr. Magic,
one of the
Grover
songs.
Washington.
Yes, sir.
Oh my, you know I booked Grover. And I'm gonna tell you another story. When I brought Grover here the first time, you know who we had with me?
Who?
They were teenagers at the time. Pieces of a Dream
Yeah.
came with Grover. That was his backup band.
Oh yeah, I remember.
So you could be Bob James' backup band.
Hey,
Then when you come back here, you'll be big.
Yeah.
Have your own record.
That would be beautiful.
You know what you saw when you came out here when we got here this morning?
Yes, sir.
The limousine.
Yep.
You'll be riding up here with Mr. Ed
I
and
claim
Reverend
it.
Kelly
There you go.
and Mr. Bridges in
Yep.
the limo. You know,
I can't wait.
interviewing, playing that million-seller record. How about that?
Yep. That sounds wonderful, man.
I
Well,
love
you
Grover
let me know if I
Washington.
do any justice.
Well, Grover's one of my favorites. Mr. Magic and what else did he record? What else? He made some other songs, didn't he?
Yeah, on my favorite is his version of Soulful Strut and
Soulful
Mr.
Strut,
Magic.
yeah.
But yeah.
Did someone else make that?
Yes, it was Hall & Oates originally, but he made it pretty much. No, wait. It wasn't Hall & Oates. Man, who was it?
Love and Lemon?
Love Unlimited. That's right. Yeah, the orchestra. Yeah, that's who the original one was.
Right. That's wonderful. Yeah. But I just know all this. You know, he died quite young. You know, and he passed away about a year after. When I brought him here, Mr. Magic was the #1 record in the country, and the crowd was big.
Yeah.
I mean, you could bring the jazz groups in during that time and draw huge crowds. They big favorite at the Hampton Jazz Festival. You know, I miss him so much. You know, Philadelphia used to be kind of like the jazz capital of the East Coast. I mean, everybody, Coltrane and all by Miles Davis, everybody used to be there. The club, jazz club, be lined up all down the south side where they were,
Yep.
and it's not like that anymore. Though.
Yeah, unfortunately. Hopefully it'll be back.
But it's great that you continue that great tradition, you know, because a lot of young people they don't play an instrument, and second, if they do, they don't play jazz, you know. So I commend you for keeping the legacy alive.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm sorry.
All right, that was nice. Thank you so much, Tom.
Sir.
Come back, see us when you coming back.
As soon as you'll have me
Oh
again.
my goodness, yes.
Thank you, sir. You have a great evening.
Preacher the man, he loved that.
I love that. God knows. That's Mr. Grover Washington.
Yeah, Mr.
One
Grover.
of the hottest tunes there is.
Yes.
Mr. Magic.
Mr. Magic.
Yeah, Mr. Magic. Wonderful job. Wonderful job.
Thank you. Y'all have a good-
Thank you
good
so
day.
much.
Thank
I'll talk to you in touch with you. Thank you so much. Don't forget, mark your calendars. July 17th. St. James Episcopal Church is going to Ghana. This is their second trip going to Africa, and we want you to join in with St. James and my fellow members of St. James that will be going to Ghana. If you're interested in this trip, you can call St. James Church, or you can call me at 673-7773 and get your seat reserved to go to the motherland. It's going to be a great treat. We also have the Southeastern Virginia Arts Association will be returning to the National Cultural Museum in Washington, D.C. They have 4 buses lined up, so we have plenty of room for you if you want to go. 4 buses, 200 tickets. The tickets are hard to get, so you need to line yourself up to go to the National Museum of African American History and Culture. The National Museum of African American History and Culture, one of the hottest attractions in the country. This will be Memorial Day, May the 29th. The trip is $60. You can call 673-7773, 673-7773 is my number, or you can call the SEBA office at 623-3300, 623-3300. In addition to going to the Cultural Center, we will be going to visit the National Martin Luther King statue. Very wonderful statue. If you haven't seen it, please go. You owe yourself that treat. And another great treat that we're going to do at this trip is we're going to visit the Frederick Douglass house. Frederick Douglass has a house there, and he has another one in Maryland. So you can go to see this house that Frederick Douglass has in Washington. That's going to be a treat. The last time we went to the Negro Civil Rights Museum, and that was really wonderful. I didn't know so many Afro-Americans participated in this Civil War. So there's so many wonderful things to see in D.C. And please call and reserve your seat, because even if you've been, you need to go again, because it's such a wonderful experience and it's huge. You're not going to be able to take in all the spectacles at the museum in one day. The popular sites, it takes you an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours in line, like the slave ship, Emmett Till's casket, and the Freedom Riders bus, very popular exhibits, and you're going to be in line. I didn't see any of those because I knew that the lines would take me a long time, so I bypassed them. And we're just looking forward to going back to this great facility. We're just fortunate enough today to also have another person that's been on with us before. And in addition to being a great teacher, you heard the lady from Wilson talk about him. He's a great substitute teacher. He's a great Alpha Phi Alpha man. Black and gold. Behold the black and gold. You know, not the green and gold, the black and gold. Do y'all behold the black and gold?
Yes, we do. Very highly.
In Elizabeth City, he's going to be coming back on and bringing my friend Mr. Johnson. I was at the AKA convention last year, and I was in the exhibit area, and lo and behold, there was a gentleman there vending, selling T-shirts and doing different types of paraphernalia, and stopped me and reminded me that he knew me when he was a student. And he remembered when I brought Lionel Richie and the Commodores to one of their homecomings at Elizabeth City. And we just talked and talked and talked. And to show you how time goes by, after graduating, he got a job at Elizabeth City. and he's currently working at Elizabeth City now. So what are we gonna do today, Mr. Johnson? I'm sorry, Mr. Bird, NB, I call you Mr. Bird. You have a nickname?
Yes.
You know the students
They
give
call
you
me Nips. I'm called Nap. My
Nap.
son, I'm called Nip by my family. I'm
Oh,
called
wow.
Nip by my family likewise. But
Yeah.
it's my pleasure, Mr. Joyner, to be on the program. And good morning to ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, students. I would like to tell you that as a pivot to Mother's Day, which is pending, and it will be approaching us on Sunday, and I would like to say that it's my great honor to write this poem and dedicate it to all mothers throughout the United States, particularly Portsmouth and Tidewater. I would like to say that this poem gives me great pleasure to present the same because it's a part of me, and I will always be a part of this poem. And the title of this poem is Moms Are the Greatest.
Moms are the greatest.
Moms are the greatest. Moms are the greatest. They give birth to you. They raise and nurture you. They treasure God's gift in each of you. They implant the gift of security in you. They measure each sibling on his, her merits. They sense when you need love and attention. They bring family members together on matters of pride. They possess the greatest gift of the greatest touch of love, harmony, and beauty in the family. They obey God's will and commands by strengthening each of you. They are gifted in identifying each special need of talent and levels of intellect. They pride themselves in knowing that They pride themselves in knowing what gifts God gave them and how to refine each. God endowed them with wisdom, intellect, and integrity. God gave us just what we needed. Yes, moms are the greatest. Again, I repeat, yes, moms are the greatest. Written in behalf of all moms, all mothers in the listening audience in Tidewater, in Virginia, in the United States. Kudos to all moms. Yes, moms are the greatest. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Wonderful poem. Wonderful poem. Thank you so much, and that was a great poem. And how long ago did you write that poem?
This poem was written around 2006, 2008, and it was published around 2012. So I'm very privileged to say that this book comes from my second collection of poems, which is entitled Meditation on Life. And this poem happens to be one of my greatest poems because I said the greatest tribute that we can render in America and in the world is to moms. Yes, dads are important, but yes, we give special tribute and great honor and adoration to all moms throughout this listening audience. Thank you very kindly.
Thank you so much for coming, and I will see you at Wilson this week if you come over.
Yes, sir. I'll
Thank
be privileged.
Special ed. I am special ed.
And that's my pleasure, Mr. Joyner.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I will put this on my.
My pleasure. And you have a blessed day, and I
will.
Hope to see you this week.
Let's hope so.
And
Pray that the children be good, you know.
I'm trusting they will. You all have a blessed day.
All right, Mr. Johnson. Oh, we're just fortunate enough, you know, we have so many great celebrities coming, and we got a celebrity in the house today. She's a jack of all trades and master of none, we say in the old days. Multi-talented. I don't know where the producer is probably still celebrating from graduation. Precious graduated Saturday from Norfolk State, so I guess she's still celebrating, or she's on a trip. I talked to her, and I thought she'd get back in time. But, you know, Precious is multi-talented too. And Mrs. Kelly, Reverend Kelly, is a wonderful minister. She's a great programmer. One of my SEBA members called me the other day and said, I'm always looking on Facebook, and Reverend Kelly is having all these great programs, and YC was not having all these great programs. I said, well, we don't have anybody can program like Reverend Kelly, you know. She's done the women in the arts, the men in the arts, the children in the arts. And what other kind of programs that we done? The book, what was the book program?
Expo.
The book expo, great, all great events. Put SIBA on the map, you might say. Did such wonderful things that I had to start talking bad about it because I wasn't doing nothing. So I was the president, and then I got elevated to the chairman, and Reverend Kelly was putting on all the great programs, you know. And I was talking bad about it and then trying to get credit for the programs that were good. You know, but you know how folks are as promoters and booking agents, they like to talk bad about people when things are going good if they don't get the credit for it. So the Lord is going to forgive me for doing that one day. So it's a very bad habit. But I'm sorry that I do things like that. And my mom's told me if I hadn't gotten in show business, I wouldn't do things like that. However, we have Reverend Kelly with us today, and I guess she's getting ready to go to the Methodist convention too, aren't you?
That was last week.
Did I miss that? Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
I've been trying to catch up with Mr. McCoy, and also, well, we got the Baptist, what is the Hampton Interdenominational
Hampton Ministers Conference.
Ministers, which I'm looking forward to that. Yeah. And then Thelma might come on that week because she's thinking about coming back that week because she's gonna come Sunday, and then she's gonna go, but she's gonna keep her house here when the girl graduates. So she told me she might come and stay over for the program because she wants to come to that event. It's a great event, isn't it?
Fantastic.
And what we're gonna do today, you do so many things. I mean, just tell us a little bit about yourself if you'd like to for a minute.
Well, Mr. Joyner just said, jack of all trades and master of none. I do have a master's in public administration, so I just wanted to make sure we bring the right clarity to that right there. I thank God for being here. I thank God for Mr. Joyner, and yes, you know, Mr. Joyner knows how to train. He knows how to put the atmosphere out there. And I was like, okay, Mr. Joyner, don't be talking about me out there with these people because I got to keep my reputation up. He told me, well, Kelly, you know, in the promotion business, what we do, we got to knock out our opponent. Because if we don't knock out our opponent, that means they take our job. I said, well, thank you, Mr. Joyner. And I started doing this tactic. I said, well, you know, you should be talking about people. But I understand the method to the madness, and there's a method to the madness of what we're doing. I bring you to the Connection Ministries of Mission 2000 and G Paris Media Group, for which I am a member of the National Press Club. Also, I would like to say to the community, happy Mother's Day. Memorial Day is not so happy for us, and the Bible says that we rejoice with those who rejoice, and we mourn with those who mourn. And also we give tribute to the people who have served as veterans in the military. Mr. Bird talked about mothers, and I have this book T.D. Jakes wrote called Mama Made the Difference, a life lessons my mother taught me. And my mother taught me a whole lot, and one of the things I do is I care for my mom doing my schedule. So my schedule is a 24-hour schedule, but I make sure that the most important element of my life and all that I do, even with my working on my PhD in nonprofit management, is that, and I travel all around the world, and I get the stories. Just left Cleveland, Ohio, we're covering the story with the 74-year-old man who got killed by one of our Omega men, and so therefore I need to go there as a Q Pearl to see what basically was going on with the brother. Wow. And so that's New Side chapter in 1977. Right. So I have a song that I wrote. It was after I wrote the song before my husband passed away, Omega Psi Phi, Peter Kelly, one of the founding members of the Thai Lambda chapter of Old Dominion. And it talked about unconditional love. Unconditional love is something that our mothers give to us. And as women, when we marry a man, we must understand that there should not be a condition for that relationship as far as us bonding together. Because the Bible says that we leave our mothers and our fathers and we cleave to our wives. And that's what men supposed to do. And women supposed to cleave to their husband, and they become a joint process. So the song is called Unconditional Love. Listen to it. It says unconditional love. It's unconditional love. It's unconditional love. It's unconditional love. Listen here. Some of you out there I want to speak to today. I have a question to ask you. The question is, have you ever been in love? Have you ever been in love? Have you ever been in love? I want to know right now. Have you ever felt like no, 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 no one, no one can. It's unconditional love. It's unconditional love. It's unconditional love. Unconditional love. Now listen to this part right here. I didn't know. This is the true meaning. The true meaning of love. I felt but then I found out the true meaning of love. Ooh, love is patient. Love is kind. I realize that love is unconditional love. It's unconditional love. It's unconditional love. It's unconditional love. Yeah. Unconditional love. It's unconditional, unconditional love. I stand for love. Thank you. Unconditional love. It's unconditional love. And know that Jesus is one who only can give you unconditional love. So on behalf of the Connectional Ministries and the Mission 2000 and G Parish Media Group, I do salute Reverend, I call him Reverend, Mr. Edward Joyner, for allowing me this opportunity to express my love to you.
Thank you.
Happy Mother's Day and happy everything, and just be blessed in the Lord, and God bless you. And we'll have something else to give Mr. Joyner in a later date. We planned to do it last week, but it didn't happen. But it's going to happen. We're planning to do something very special for Mr. Joyner.
Right.
God bless you, Mr. Joyner.
We'll have you back in July for my 57th anniversary.
57, that's older than me.
Yeah. That's how long I've been in the music business.
Wow.
Yeah, that's going to be a big celebration.
Yes, God bless you.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
And we have back with us, making his return debut. He's been away from us for some time. Mr. Calvin Bridges. Hi, Mr. Bridges.
Good morning, Mr. Joyner.
It's always a pleasure having you back.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Fine,
Happy
good
Mother's
talk.
Day
Thank you so much.
to all the mothers.
You know. Bless my mother. She's not with me today. And we're going to be at church. We're going to honor all the mothers at my church Sunday, St. James. What are we going to play today?
We're going to do a tune by a group that was LTD, formerly LTD, Jeffrey Osborne branched off on his own. A tune he did. I don't know if he wrote it or not, but his guitar player is from South Africa, Kevin Shokan, and acoustic alchemy arrangement, On the Wings of Love.
On the Wings of Love, Jeffrey Osborne, LTD. Great tune, great tune. We have your guest with you. He's been away from me for quite some time also. Introduce the legendary singer and tell me what he's going to do for me today.
We have Terrence Furnell. Go ahead and
Mr. Furnell.
Go ahead and state what song you plan on doing, brother.
My name is Terrence Brennan, and I'm going to do a piece written by George Benson called "The Greatest Love of All."
Oh my goodness, yeah. Who else did? Whitney did that too.
Whitney
wasn't
did
he?
that, sir.
That's a great song. One of my favorites. Somebody's gonna do on Broadway one of these days. You remember that song?
Yeah, George Benson made that baby.
Yeah, you gonna play that? Don't you gonna learn that for
I
me?
want to learn it. He took the different
Up
level.
on the roof, you know that?
I heard that too.
Up on the roof. Nobody does that jazz wise, Anthony.
No, I don't think so.
I mean, that might be your big million seller.
All right.
I plan to come out with a
Little gospel beat,
gospel
little
album.
gospel beat,
That's
little,
right.
little rapping, gospel, you know.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Get one of the Christian rappers behind you. You might make some money with that soon. Mr. Purnell, what have you been doing since boss man here has been sitting around the house playing with his foot?
Yeah.
He got bad legs, he lost his driver's license. What have you been doing, man?
Well, I've been up at Compassion Community Church praying for Calvin.
Praying for him up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, Reverend Kelly's here taking the church with you, you know. We got a good manager for him. She'll get him straight, keep him well. He's been sick. He don't take care of himself, do it.
Not like he should.
Stay away from the train station and go to the church. Go to the church. Stay with the train station, Reverend Ed, on Fridays. They need to be in the church, don't they?
That's right.
Over at the train station. What do y'all do over there, man?
Look at different upcoming acts.
You playing Christian music?
Well, they do have gospel music there on some days.
Oh, good.
Trying to get my band back in there. We was there last August, last August.
They have great food, though.
Great, good food.
Great food.
This round there is
Great, yeah.
all of it.
I love that fish. You know, they used to have the fish specials on Friday.
Yeah, Friday.
That's when I used to go.
Okay.
Let's
Okay.
Go ahead, Purnell.
All right, here we go.
I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. But let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. Everybody's searching for a hero. People need someone to look up to. Never found anyone who fulfilled my needs. A lonely place to be. So I learned to depend on me. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadow. And if I fail, if I succeed, at least I live as I believe. No matter what they take from me, you can't take away my dignity. Because the greatest love of all is happening to me. I found the greatest love of all inside of me. And if I chance that special place that you've been dreaming of, lead you to a lonely place. Find your strength in love. Find your strength in love.
Thank you for that wonderful song, and thank you, 757 listening audience, for tuning in here in this program. And we hope that you will be with us next month on the 13th of June when we present our Juneteenth program. We're going to have all the great people coming in here who have Juneteenth programs, so you don't want to miss it. And we're going to have some celebrities, hopefully, and we're going to have different performers that will be performing at the Juneteenth programs all around the area. So June the 13th will be our next show, the Juneteenth. Thank you so much, 757.